Phyllis Hammond found out last April that her uncle Amos Hammond was buried in this long-forgotten graveyard in Prince George's County. His grave marked only with a cinder block, and at 18 years old, he was among the hundreds of black boys buried this way on the grounds of a state-run juvenile detention facility.
It's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching. They didn't grow up easy. I think that's why my father never talked about his family.
The graveyard is in Cheltenham at the former House of Reformation, a segregated state-run facility for boys dating back to the 1800s. There are some headstones that are in disrepair, and many of the graves appear to be unmarked. Hammond has her uncle's death certificate showing he died in 1921 at the House of Reformation. The cause, acute peritonitis, which can lead to a life-threatening infection.
They try to have a good reasoning for most of the deaths that happen there. And, questionable, very questionable as to how these young men died. And especially when you're looking at over 300 and some young men.
Hammond described how she felt after visiting the graveyard for the very first time.
Gut-wrenching. I cried.
It inspired her to act, and now she's sitting on a newly formed state commission to study who the boys were and how they died. The group will make recommendations to the governor. Hammond wants to be a voice for the families.
Make that site a memorial, a place of dignity to recognize these young men, to bring awareness to the lives that they lived in that facility and how they died in those woods.
Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown chairs the commission, which met this week for the first time.
They were beaten, vetted, forced to labor. They were denied an education. They were malnourished and medically neglected.
There are many questions to answer. Should the bodies be exhumed? Should the graves be left alone? Should families be able to move remains to other burial sites?
I'm grateful to be on this journey. It's not going to be an easy journey. It hasn't been. I'm still grieving. All the families are still grieving. But I'm just so thankful that this has been revealed.
Hammond's visit also inspired her to write a poem, If These Woods Could Talk.
I just wonder sometimes if those woods could talk. How many lives could have been saved, maybe?
Darcy Spencer, News 4.
The commission is expected to release an initial report by the end of next year.